As we continue our countdown to Christmas, I've once again noticed that the videos are getting closer to that half-hour threshold than the 10 or 15 minutes I was aiming for. So today we're going to go back to another really super simple project. This one requested by Remy Bedard, and I know a lot of other people had mentioned it, and why I don't have their names written down, I don't know. So if you're one of the others, I thank you as well. And today's project is a troll cross. I suspect its origin is probably more in keeping with those who celebrate the solstice than people who celebrate Christmas, but nevertheless it is a popular blacksmithing item. Lots of people love these things. You don't really have to put any religious significance onto it. And my understanding is that the troll cross, being made out of iron, is supposed to ward off evil spirits, probably trolls, just a guess. But this is a relatively simple one-piece thing, and I'm going to start with a little piece of 6mm round bar that is 17 centimeters long. So this starts off simply with a little short taper on both ends. I'm just going to do this fairly quickly here. Square, octagon, round. And this is the speed that I would normally work if I was making projects like this. And there's still enough heat to get a nice little curl. Now this gets the same treatment on both ends, so you want your curls to look the same. Do the same thing to the other end. Turning 90 degrees between hammer blows until I get close, and then I just kind of refine the square taper, add the octagon, and again the round. And I want to make sure my curl goes the same direction as the first one. Luckily with round bar, if we're off, we can always twist it and get it back into the same plane, and no one would ever be the wiser. But that's what I'm after here. These are not quite perfectly the same. So that's another good place for our little round nose pliers. This is a smaller pair. And these just came from McMaster Carr, I think. A lot of jeweler suppliers would probably have them too. So I'll just use those to make sure both sides really look the same. Yeah, it looks a lot better to me. So now we need to bend this, and I want to bend it in a U shape to start with, and I want to bend it so that the curls are on the outside of the U initially. And to do that, I am just going to grab this in 2 pairs of tongs and bring that around like that. And I'll clean that up because it's not very flat. This is very similar to what we did when we did our little New Mexican cabinet handles. But the troll crosses all cross now. It's not a cross till they do, and then the curls will face each other. So I'm going to work both sides in this little bending jig, and one has to overlap the other. It's the only way you get them to go this way. I'm trying to be as careful as I can with this because I think it'd be real easy to kink it and then it just wouldn't look quite right. And that's pretty much what we want, except that it's not all in the same plane, and I think this should be all in the same plane if possible. So I've got these scraps of 1/4 inch material here, and at some point we'll have to work this down in there. So if I put this up there, I think we can get all this down into one plane. I think that looks a lot better. Still not quite perfect. We can take this to the vise and do a little bit of this. Hold it this way and then drive that down into the in between these. We'll end up with just what I want. Be nice if that was a solidly mounted jig and didn't fly around, but you're wearing your safety glasses, aren't you? I know I am. It's pretty close to what I want. It's got a nice little offset there, so those are in the same plane. think I want to clean the ring part up just a little bit because it's a little egg-shaped. I think if I were going to do a bunch of these, I would come up with some better ways to shape some of this, but generally I'm pretty happy with it. And while there may be some critical elements on these, it doesn't seem like it. I think it's mostly just the shape that you want it to be, as long as it crosses and has the little tails. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I'll just do my usual wire brush and then a little bit of Johnson's paste wax to finish that, and there's a nice little troll cross. Now remember, as we do our countdown till Christmas, that these are just good projects and that they are good gifts during the holiday season, and that things like a troll cross are not done out of any religious significance. In fact, most of the projects are not specific to any one holiday or another, and they're good projects all year round. So if you're into this kind of stuff, I hope this gave you some ideas. Really a super simple project. I think it's a nice little ornament. I'm not sure if sizes really matter too much on these. This might be a little bit large. If you're interested in this, do some research, both on the history and the folklore, and you might find out more about what the proper sizes should be. But I think we got the shape pretty much right. It was a fun little project. Thanks for the suggestion. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you haven't done so already, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button. Take some time, watch a few of the other videos, share the videos with your friends, but then make time in your day to get out to your shop, make something, but stay safe. Wear your safety glasses, and we'll see you for the next one. Merry Christmas.